so you want to build a big chest. But with many exercises out there, which one do you choose? We've compiled the top 10 best variations of bench presses, so that way you can check them out and build your chest, buff dude style. Let's get started. First on the list and coming in at number 1, considered to be the best exercise for the chest is going to be the flat bench barbell press. A couple things to keep in mind: keep the scapula squeezed back as far as you can. When you're gripping the bar, almost pull it down to your chest by almost spreading the bar apart. At least that's what you want to visualize, and that's really going to help contract the lats and really stabilize that shoulder joint. Keep those glutes firmly planted on the bench, bring that bar all the way down to the sternum, and press with a nice powerful motion to the top position. Number 2 on the list is going to be the floor press. So what you want to do is lay on the floor. You're going to be unracking the bar from either the power rack or something equivalent, and you're going to bring it down in a slow controlled manner until the back of the arms touch the ground, and you're going to be pressing it up in a nice quick manner. With this is really going to be working on that mid to upper portion of the exercise. So really going to build strength in that area. Oddly enough, this is actually the beginning evolution of the bench press too. So it has a long history. That's why you don't want to forget the floor press. The dumbbell flat press is going to be number 3 on the list, and with this one it's going to be the same positioning as the barbell flat press, but what you'll notice is there's a lot more instability in the movement. So you're going to recruit a lot more stabilizer muscles as you perform this exercise. So same positioning, get that nice stretch coming all the way down, and get a nice squeeze at the top position. Make sure those glutes are on the bench and feet firmly planted on the floor. Coming in at number 4 on the list is going to be the incline barbell press. Now with this exercise, it's really going to be activating the upper portion of the chest, or the clavicular portion of the chest. As you lower the bar down, it's going to be hitting more closer to the clavicle rather than the sternum, and this is really going to help activate that upper portion of the chest. Unfortunately, you won't be able to press a lot more weight on this one because there's a little less fibers on the upper portion rather than the lower portion, but you want to have that balanced chest look, so always include this in any kind of program. Single arm dumbbell press is coming in at number 5. Now this is great because it's a unilateral exercise, so that means if you're battling any asymmetrical problems in the chest, this exercise will help key in on that and fix those problems. One thing about this one, it will cause a lot of instability because you're only using one arm, so as you bring it down to the lower position, really keep those glutes firmly planted on the bench so that way you're not twisting with the weight. Really engage the core to help stabilize the spine throughout the movement, and you'll be good to go. Number 6 on the list is going to be the reverse grip bench press. Now with this one, it's actually targeting the clavicular portion of the chest as well as the triceps, but your palms are actually going to be facing backwards, so you really want to wrap those thumbs around the bar so that way you don't get any bar roll. Bring it down to the sternum area, the elbows are going to be riding a little bit closer to the body, and then as you extend up, get a nice squeeze at the top position. With the positioning of the joints in this, you could feel a little bit of discomfort in the anterior delt, so take it a little bit lighter in this exercise. Coming in at number 7 is going to be the decline press. Now with the bench in a decline position, you're actually targeting more of the sternocostal fibers, which is going to be more of the lower portion of the chest. The great thing about this is you're actually going to be pushing more weight because of the extra activation in the lower fibers, but the bar is actually going to be coming a little bit lower than it normally does, sternum possibly a little bit lower, so that way you're not shrugging those shoulders up. Keep those shoulders down depressed and the scapula retracted back as you perform this position. Number 8 on the list is going to be the kneeling landmine press. Now with the extreme angle on this one and the close grip, you're really going to be targeting the upper chest and the anterior deltoids. And also within the kneeling position, you really want to engage that core to help support the spine throughout the range of motion. You do not want to get any bounce in hip extension as you perform it, because that's going to take a lot of stress away from the chest and more in the hips and also the core. So get a nice slow motion, keep those shoulders retracted back, get a nice squeeze at the top, and slowly let it down to the bottom position, which is going to be right below the neck. Close grip press is coming in at number 9, and with this one you're going to be tightening up your grip so that way your hands are slightly narrower than the shoulder width. Bringing it down to the sternum area, keep those elbows nice and tight to that body. You're going to be bringing it up to the top position, get a nice squeeze in the triceps. Now this is an excellent exercise for a compound movement for the triceps because stronger triceps equal bigger numbers on the bench. What you don't want to do is bring your hands too close, because this is going to be putting an uncomfortable amount of stress on your wrist. So keep it just about shoulder width, slightly narrow, keep those elbows tight, good squeeze at the top position. Last on the list and coming in at number 10 is going to be the kettlebell stability press. With this one, you can use bands to tie on the kettlebells on the barbell or use the horns to anchor on the barbell. And with this, is really going to be causing a lot of instability as you're performing the press. But this is really going to work on those stabilizer muscles, strengthening them, so that way you're going to get nice and strong and keep everything supported and stable when you go heavier on the bench press. All right, dudes, that wraps up our top 10 best bench press variations. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and start pressing like a true buff dude.